morning, YouTube. Well, I have an account on TikTok. It's been about my dispatcher, kind of some stuff I do in the truck. This is the YouTube special. I got a few people on there. I need to tell them to like and subscribe on Facebook. Subscribe to me so that they can see more of me and see bigger videos. Well, let's start from the beginning, because we're going to sit and talk for a bit, because I got to wait. To some of you, right now, it's 11:45 p.m. on the 20th of February. I'm not supposed to be running right now. I should be in the back sleeping, but so be it. I have to run after midnight. I've done this once, twice, 10 million times. Whatever. So my boss turns around and says, "Oh, you got a Grand Island loaded to 2-dropper Phoenix." So I say, well, okay, I'm fine with the 2-stopper. I've done them before. I've done 3-stoppers, 4-stoppers, whatever. I've done them. So, this is the funny thing. Hold on, let me adjust. There we go. So you get more of an angle. So anyways, she told me it was a 2-stopper. I turned around, and if it's a 2-stopper, I separate the paperwork out, okay? Because 2 stops means there's 2 forms that each company gets. So they got stop 1, stop 2, JBS. So 2 papers with stop 1, 2 papers with stop 2. 1 for their record, 1 for my record, well, to turn back into my company. It was funny. She said I had it 10 o'clock, 10. And then at 1:30. I turned around and called her before I was supposed to be down there the day before, and I turned around since I was sitting in traffic on the I-40. I was like, I gotta call bullshit like this. Yeah, what did my dispatcher do? Not listen to me. Yet again, the morning of, I said I still gotta call bullshit on this. I turned around and told her I was gonna send her a picture of an empty trailer. Well, she had our other partner. There's 2 guys and the girl. My dispatcher is the one that does the books, everything, signs checks. It does payroll. She dispatches me. The other 2 talk. They figure out the loads, and then they disperse them out. Well, there's this guy named Jake. He, you could say he's the one that gets us the loads, and then we run with him all the time. Well, he communicated to Kim that it was Kim's my dispatcher, by the way. It's a 2-dropper Phoenix. Well, now JBS turned around the day of. Well, it's only a 1-dropper. It's never a 2. Where'd you get a 2-drop? Sorry, allergies. My allergies go running like crazy anytime they feel like it. But that's not going to stop us. So, basically, my dispatcher figures out, oh, it's only 1 stop. I turned around and I told her, I I've been trying to tell you that. I don't understand why the dispatcher never listened to me. I knew what was on the paper. You know what she told me over the phone? I'm blind. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't see your paperwork. That's what I was trying to tell her what was going on. But yet, Jake did not communicate to her that. So, she was stressed, I was stressed. I wasn't stressed. I knew what I was doing. So, that was the funny thing. That was the funny thing of the whole day. Yet we still had to go to Yuma, pick up this load. And then I hear she doesn't know what's going on, and she is like, well, you need to quit stopping. You need to drive. A lot of you might be a trucker, or you know the trucking industry. I'm going to say the antonym, or the short version, and then I'll give you the long version for some of you who watch my videos and don't know what I mean. In the trucking world, you will hear HOS. What does that stand for? Hours of service. Let me put it into layman's terms how you do your hour of service. Okay? You got 70 hours to run, right? That's your 8-day work period, dearie. You only got... Oh, yeah, that's going over the clocks. Okay, let me make it a little simpler. Hours of service, okay. You either have hours to drive or you don't. Can't do any more for you. She thinks that we could have made it back to Denver with the hours because we're running up against the 70. You can't stay anywhere for 34 hours. Well, this is how you play it. Number one, I drove all the way from Yuma to Flagstaff. And that was enough to leave me 2 hours, so I get at least 8 hours the next day. So I had 8 hours for the last 2 days. Now I should be getting enough hours here in about, well, it's 11:52, so after midnight I can run and I'll have enough hours to do the rest of the trip. Another thing you'll hear is recaps. Truckers love their recaps. The recaps keep us going and going and going and going and going. That's what I'm doing. I'm running my recaps so I can get back to Denver legally. This was funny. Some of you that run a Shamrock load know about the systems just on the other side of Denver. She said if I would have had that, I would have done paper logs all the way. Well, if I would have done paper logs, I would have just kept driving. Because then I would have been able to make my spots that I hit, do what I usually do, and then boom, we're done. Sorry. Allergies, you know. But it's real funny, she never, you know, I turned around and that's what I text her. HOS, hours of service. Nothing I can do until I get more hours. You know, after midnight, we'll do whatever we need to do. We'll get the hours. We'll be able to drive the rest of the way. We'll be fine. And of course, she turns around and tells me, oh, by the way, it's a 6 a.m. appointment. And I'm like, what? I turned around and I told her, I'm going to kill you. Whenever I say I'm going to kill you, it's mostly joking. I don't do that shit. But it's real funny. It's so funny, it's not funny. But any of you, please like, subscribe, and push that bell to be notified when I make a new video. So, alrighty folks, well, we'll catch you next time. Sorry this one's late. I just been driving. I can't videotape myself and drive at the same time. So, yep. Have a nice one.